Ladies and gentlemen, today we will discuss the most important nakshatras in your horoscope, in your kundli. Now, I'm not going to explain you the Navtara system today. Okay, this is a new technique, right? Now you have to listen to the words that I say. When I say, uh, you know, the most important nakshatra, it really does not mean that it is the most beneficial nakshatra. Okay, I'm not talking about the good nakshatra or the bad nakshatra. No, what I'm talking is the most important nakshatras in your kundli, and you need to work on those nakshatras. You need to do remedies for those nakshatras. You need to take instructions from those nakshatras, that okay, this is my life, this is my real purpose, this is the reason I'm here, this is because of this past karma I am here on this plane. This is what I'm going to teach you today, right? To understand your past, present and future, what nakshatras are holding it, right? और कौन सी आप ऐसी रेमेडी करें कि संसारिक level, at the very bhoo level, there is a remedy, but then there are instructions that are coming from the swarg loka. When I say swarg loka, I'm talking about the nakshatras. It's very simple. So aaj swarg lok se what message are you getting, right? That is what we are going to teach. Okay, it is going to be a very interesting lecture. You people will enjoy it, I'm sure. And I'll be teaching you Navtara system also, maybe tomorrow or day after. But prior to that, this is a new edition which I wanted to teach you. On the same time, right, this lecture will help you to make notes. Okay, these are probably the, you know, 6 nakshatras and 6 deities, 6 devatas जिनके ऊपर मुझे काम करना है अपने जीवन में। और आप ये देखेंगे कि जब आपको कंसल्टेशन दी थी मैंने, when I gave you the consultation, you'll able to realize that why I have given you certain remedies, why I have given you certain prayers. So those things will also, reciprocate to what I'm going to teach you today, right? Very, very important. Although it was a very difficult task when I started learning, I have to repeatedly understand, or have to listen again and again, and then, try to interpret, try to put it on different horoscopes, different lagna kundlis, and then, I was able to understand it. But I guarantee you that in next 25 minutes, I'll make, this particular concept crystal clear for you, all of you. Absolutely in an easy format and absolutely crystal clear. Okay, so you will, relate to a lot of things that are happening. One thing I want you to note down here is, when you make the list, okay, when you make the list of these 5 7 nakshatras that are very important in your life, for next 1 month, I want you to observe it. Okay, that when moon was transiting in that particular nakshatra, what happened that day? Was it a good day? Was it a bad day? Did any incident happen on that day? Did you get a lot of profit? Did you get some money that day? If you get something good that particular day, that means whatever prayers that you are doing pertaining to that particular deity or devata, those prayers are getting accepted and you are doing well. If something goes wrong when the moon is transiting on in those nakshatras, right, that means there is something that you're not doing right, and you have to immediately rectify, maybe your charities, maybe your prayers, right, maybe the karma that you're doing. Okay, so you need to immediately work on it. Okay, So this is what I am going to teach today. So just give me a second. I think I need to. Okay, okay, I'll mute all from here. Okay, all right. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions regarding what I'm going to teach you today, you can keep putting on the chat, but I'll take the questions once the lecture has been concluded. So what happens is when I take the questions in between, my flow is gone, my flow is lost, and there are certain things I realized after the lecture that, oh, I was supposed to tell this thing, and somehow I got distracted and I didn't tell it, which was very, very important. Okay, so you are allowed to put the questions, but then I'll take them once the class is over. I'll go back and see the relevant questions and I answer them. So I'm not going to answer any questions in between. Let me hit the whiteboard and let me tell you what I'm going to teach you, and it is very, very important. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'll just make a स्मॉल कुंडली, मैं कुंडली बनाता हूं यहाँ पे, और पहले एक भूमिका बनाता हूं, पहले आपको समझाता हूं कि वो नक्षत्र जो मैं आपको बताने वाला हूं वो इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है। उसके लिए मुझे थोड़ा सा आपको रिवीजन देना पड़ेगा। आई हैव टू रिवाइज फ्यू थिंग्स। फॉर एन एग्जांपल, द थिंग्स दैट वी हैव लर्नड इन द ज्योतिष आचार्य, तो उसको एक बार आपको मैं दोबारा से थोड़ा रिवाइज करवाता हूं, because अब जब when I'll give you this revision, your perspective is already advanced. You think in a little advanced manner. At that time when you were learning like a child, but now you are going to learn like a college student, and once you complete nakshatras, you are going to learn like a PhD student. Okay, so that's the difference. You see, the most important houses, okay, in Jyotisha, that defines your existence, that defines the kind of karmas that you've done, that defines your past, present, and future, that those defines the kind of sukh, the kind of expansion, the kind of intelligence, and the kind of achievements that you will have in your life are kendras and trikonas. I must tell you that. So when I say trikonas, what I'm talking is 159. And when I say 159, okay, it is your past, present, and future. I must tell you that. Okay, so 9 is your past. Because of your past, you have got your bhagya. Bhagya means part of your good and bad karma. Bhagya means division, bhag karna, divide karna. So your good and bad karmas are divided, and you are given 2 glasses, and then you are given a birth, and you are allowed to sip from those glasses, the sweet and the bitter. And if you don't want to drink, right, there is always a third option, which I said in my previous video also, which is akarma, right? So then somebody else will take care of your good and bad, right? So that is a different plane. That's the highest level. From this past, you get present, which is you. And there is the future that destiny holds for you. So you are created, which is Brahma. Brahma is creating you. Your future, the way the life is moving, is in the hands of Vishnu. That is why it is a Vishnu sthana. And your karmas, you died and you're reborn, is Shiva. That's 159. That is A, E, and M, Om. So 159 is also A, E, Om. Okay. So these are, your past, present, and future. This is something which is Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. This is something that you did in your past. Now you got your present, and there is a future. Okay, this is known as Triguna. Triguna, three types of guna that you have, which is Rajas, Tamas, and Satvik. Okay, so that is why three has lot of importance. Okay, and now since you have these three things with you, the another important, four more things are kendras. Okay, so kendras are what? Kendras are 1, 4, 7, and 10. In 159 and 14710, 1 is common, which is you, your creation. Everything is happening around you. Everything is happening for you. Why for you? So that you people can come out of this vicious circle of life and death. 159 and 14710 is an opportunity for you to just come out of this nonsense that you and I are into. And so 1 is giving you buddhi, if you remember. The 4 is giving you shuddhi, which is purity. This is intelligence. The 7 is giving you vriddhi, which is expansion. And the 10th is giving you siddhi, which is the ultimate achievement. So you remember that these 4 pillars of your life, 1, 4, 7, 10, the kendras is buddhi, shuddhi, vriddhi, and siddhi. When you really work hard, you achieve few things, you become proficient, and you become very much capable, and you get lot of free will, and that is actually siddhi, the 10th house, the karma. 4th house is shuddhi. The purest thing that you can get is the purest thing, I must tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is the womb of your mother. That's the purest thing, I must tell you. You are completely protected there. And protection is bhagya. So the 4th house is womb, and the 10th house, exactly opposite to the womb, is your cremation ground, where you are burned. You are protected and you get new life in both the houses, in the 4th house as well as the 10th house. Both are giving you transformation, isn't? One is giving you a physical form, the other is giving you another physical form by finishing one. That's the 10th house. That is why people say that in shastras, mrityu is actually a new beginning. It is a new beginning of something. So in shastras, mrityu has been taken very positively. It is a positive thing that they have taken. It is not a negative thing. Because we don't want people to let go from our lives, and there's so much of sorrow. But if we think on the higher plane, we think that you are letting someone go and start something new. It takes courage to think like that. It is not easy. I'll be very honest. The first house is buddhi, your intelligence, and exactly opposite to the intelligence is the vriddhi, expansion. If you have buddhi with you will definitely have expansion in your life. You will have expansion of your knowledge, your income, your associations. Seventh house is association. Seventh house, the biggest protocol of the seventh house is your income. A lot of people say, oh, it's marriage, marriage. No, it's a daya bhav, it's an income. And income कैसे बढ़ती है? जब आप दान करते हो, जब आप दया करते हो. आप अपने गुरु को 5,000 रुपया दो, आप गौशाला में 5,000 दो. मैं आपको दावा करता हूं कि विदिन 40 डेज उसकी मल्टीप्लिकेशन आपके पास आएगी. कुदरत और गुरु, कभी भी गुरु को और कुदरत को दिया गया दान कभी भी वेस्ट नहीं जाता. गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात परम ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. There are some students, who have been donating for Gaushala, donating on Ekadashi to me. Although taking that दान is very difficult for a guru, उसको पचाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है क्योंकि हमारे ऊपर भार है. किसी के 50 रुपए 51 रुपए दिए भी हमारे ऊपर भार है. It's a huge debt. But for the people who are giving it, for them, it is a source of vriddhi, expansion. They will expand in their life. There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. Because you are giving it out of happiness. और खुशी एक ऐसी चीज है जो बांटने से बढ़ती है और गम एक ऐसी चीज है जो बांटने से कम होता है. याद रखिएगा, ये नेचुरल प्रिंसिपल्स हैं. आप जितना गम बांटेंगे उतना कम होगा, जितनी खुशी आप बांटेंगे उतनी वो बढ़ जाएगी. जितना दान आप करेंगे उतना आपका वेल्थ बढ़ जाएगा. चाहे आपकी इनकम में वृद्धि ना हो, लेकिन आपकी लाइफ में मिसफॉर्च्यून्स में कमी आ जाएगी. आपके पैसे वेस्ट नहीं होंगे. शेयर मार्केट में डूब गए, वो ले गया, बीमारी आ गई, एक्सीडेंट हो गया, गाड़ी खराब हो गई. ऑल दीज थिंग्स विल नॉट हैपन. नो. व्हेन यू कीप डूइंग something for your guru, you keep doing something for cows, for parents. 33 कोटि देवी देवताओं का वास गाय में होता है. गुरु में ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश का वास होता है. If you want vriddhi in your life, you have to take message from a particular nakshatra on that very nakshatra. So how to calculate this thing? See, there are 3 planes: bhuloka, bhuvarloka and swargaloka. One is the loka on which you are sitting. One is the mid heaven, where you have the Milky Way galaxy in the western form, where you have all those grahas and planets moving in their orbits. And then on the top of it, you have nakshatras, the Swargalokas. Now, similarly, you have parents at every loka. You have parents at every loka. One are the physical parents that you get, your real physical mother and father. At the second level, Surya and Chandra are your mother and father and mother respectively. At the mid heavens, From the first day of the class of Jyotish, you are taught that sun is your father and moon is like a mother. When they're talking about sun, they're talking about Shri Ram. They're talking about Shiva. They're talking about Ma Parvati when they're talking about moon. Simple. That is sun and moon. But, ladies and gentlemen, at the Swarg level, the first thing to assign you the mother and the father, there is a different technique. They first try to understand your Janam Nakshatra. Now, what is the meaning of the Janam Nakshatra? Janam Nakshatra means the presence of moon in a particular nakshatra. So, presence of Chandra. Suppose I was born in the Anuradha nakshatra. The lord of the Anuradha, so my moon was in Anuradha nakshatra when I was born. Anuradha becomes my Janam nakshatra. Simple. And it is very important to understand that in which pada I was born, so that I can make out that when I was born in the Anuradha nakshatra, the lord of the Anuradha is Saturn. My dasha started from Saturn, because dasha वहीं से शुरू होती है जहां से आपके जन्म नक्षत्र के पद की शुरुआत होती है. अब जन्म नक्षत्र का स्वामी शनि, शनि से मेरा जीवन शुरू होगा. और पदा, पहली पदा है, दूसरी पदा है, तीसरी पदा है, वो ये डिफाइन करेगी कि मेरा अंतरदशा में कौन होगा जब मेरा जन्म होगा. बैलेंस पीरियड कितना बचा है दशा का. मान लो अगर 10 साल की कोई दशा हो और आप दूसरी पदा में आपका जन्म हुआ है, तो इसको मैं 4 से डिवाइड कर दूं तो 2.5 साल निकल चुके हैं. 7.5 साल का बैलेंस पीरियड होगा जिसमें जन्म होते ही मेरे 7.5 साल की दशा चलेगी उस पर्टिकुलर प्लैनेट की. ऐसे ये क्लियर है आपको? इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. दैट्स हाउ दी विंशोत्तरी महादशा सिस्टम वर्क्स. If you want me to show you on a kundli, I can show you on a kundli as well. Let me open the horoscope. Give me a second. So, I was born in the Anuradha nakshatra, and Anuradha nakshatra pada 2. So, pada 2 means that when I was born and the dasha started, you can see the dasha system on the screen, yes or no? Can you see it?
Yes.
So 19 year of Saturn dasha, if you see, since I was born in the second pada, almost I have to live for 15 years in the beginning of my life, because 19 years था, you divide that 19, so almost 15 years की दशा pending थी. So the Antra dasha was of Mercury. Now listen this very carefully. Based on the Swargaloka, based on the nakshatra based system, at the Bhu level, my parents were my biological parents. At the mid heaven level, it is Surya and Chandrama, the Naisargic mother and father. Naisargic means natural. Natural means nature. Nature का मतलब है भगवान. जो भगवान ने सभी के यूनिवर्सल माँ बाप दिए हैं, वो सूर्य और चंद्र दिए. नैसर्गिक, नेचुरल, कुदरत की तरफ से जो माँ बाप हैं वो सूर्य और चंद्र हैं. आपकी कुंडली के माँ बाप हैं जहां से आपकी महादशा शुरू हुई. महादशा लॉर्ड एंड अंतरदशा लॉर्ड. So the mother of my kundli is Saturn. Sorry, the father of my kundli is Saturn and the mother of my kundli is Mercury. Father and the mother, sun and the moon. Is it clear? What is Saturn and Mercury? Saturn was my Mahadasha Lord and Mercury was my Antaradasha. It's that simple as that. So father and the mother is the Mahadasha and the Antardasha. So planet that will behave like father for whole your life in your Kundli is going to be the Mahadasha Lord, and the Antardasha Lord is going to behave like a mother. Now, so I was born in Anuradha, and अनुराधा नक्षत्र का जो लॉर्ड है वो आपके महादशा लॉर्ड होगा. So the both mother and father is one planet only, single parent. उसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम? एक ही planet हो तो क्या हुआ? So your mother and father can be one, no? उसमें क्या है? कभी कभी आपका जन्म होता है, पापा होते ही नहीं, तो माँ ही जो है आपकी पिता बनती है. माँ ही आपका, कभी कभी माँ चली जाती जन्म देते हुए, तो फिर पिता ही आपकी माँ बनता है और पिता ही आपका. उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. दैट्स गुड, बेटर, नो प्रॉब्लम. इतना तो लॉजिकली समझा करो खुद. आप एडवांस स्टूडेंट्स हैं. अच्छा क्वेश्चन था, वैसे प्यारा क्वेश्चन. सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, स्टेप नंबर 1 to identify the most important nakshatras in your kundli is to find out where is the nakshatra lord of your janam nakshatra sitting. In my case, my janma nakshatra is Anuradha. Clear? Lord of Anuradha, or the planet, the graha associated, because I don't use this word Lord. Lord of a nakshatra is the deity, is the devata, not a planet. But the planet associated with my janam nakshatra is Saturn. I have to identify Saturn, the position of Saturn. You can identify your planet. What I will do is, wherever this Saturn or wherever that graha is sitting in your kundli, I will make it as a lagna. I will make it as a lagna. Step number 2. So when I have made this as a lagna, I want you to just look at the screen, watch the video again, the recording of the class again, and do it on a piece of a paper yourselves. If you will not give your focus on listening to me, you will miss out many things. Now on a piece of a paper, you write down the degree of the Janam Nakshatra Graha, the planet associated with your Janam Nakshatra. You note down the degree. Now you write this degree here, 10 degrees and 34 minutes, and write down 10 degrees and 34 minutes. In which house? 5th house from the Saturn, where Saturn was sitting, and the 9th house from where the Saturn was sitting. Okay, this can be your own kundli also, right? But I would request you not to do it right now. Do it once the class is over, so that you people can understand. Because you will miss on many words, and you will miss on many concepts and between the lines that I'm trying to tell you. अभी जो लेक्चर दिया था पीछे, अभी 10 मिनट पहले, 9th house is your past. अगर आप समझना चाहते हो ना कि आपका पास्ट लाइफ कहां से आया है, कौन से ऐसे कर्म हैं, तो अपने इस ग्रह से 9th हाउस में जाना है. 9th नक्षत्र में नहीं जाना, 9th हाउस में जाना है. और आपने देखना है कि वहां पर सेम डिग्री में कौन सा नक्षत्र बैठा है, और वो नक्षत्र आपके इस नक्षत्र से हमेशा 19वां नक्षत्र होगा. 19th नक्षत्र कौन सा नक्षत्र होगा? कैलकुलेट करो, आता है 19वां नक्षत्र. इज इट द 19th नक्षत्र फ्रॉम दिस हस्ता? हस्ता 13 नंबर नक्षत्र है, ठीक है? 13 नंबर है हस्ता, यस और नो? 13th नक्षत्र इज दी हस्ता नक्षत्र, यस और नो?
Yes.
ओके. और यहाँ पे 10 डिग्री 34 मिनट पे कौन सा नक्षत्र है? वृषभ में, वृषभ राशि में 10 डिग्री 34 मिनट पे कौन सा नक्षत्र होता है? कम ऑन, रोहिणी.
Rohini.
ओके. और रोहिणी कितने नंबर नक्षत्र है?
4.
4. तो अब उंगलियों पे कैलकुलेट करते. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 1, 2, 3 और 4, 12 और 6 18 और 1 19. So this becomes the 19th nakshatra from the planet associated with your Janam nakshatra. This nakshatra in your chart will give you information about your past life. This is very important. This nakshatra holds your bhagya. Is it bhagya, right? Hello?
Guruji.
This nakshatra holds your bhagya. Bhagya is protection. So if you want protection in your life, you have to understand the devata, the principles, the characteristics associated with this particular nakshatra in your kundali. For me, Rohini is there, and Rohini is Chandra, and the devata associated with Rohini is Prajapati, Brahma. For Brahma, we also pray to Murugan, Kartike. I have to be close to Brahma. I have to be close to Ma Saraswati, because wherever we'll talk of Brahma, we'll always talk of Ma Saraswati. It was Brahma and Saraswati that has given me a push. They were there when the Bhagya was written. Those devatas were there. So if I am being in the present, being in the hasta, and you see all these three nakshatras will be of the same planet in everybody's kundli. Hasta, and then here Shravana and Rohini. Both these three nakshatras are Chandra nakshatras, moon, in my kundli. And moon is Krishna. Now you understand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. 24/7. Everyone I'm talking, I'm saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Every month I'm running to Vrindavan, leaving all my important tasks. I don't care. The task may happen, the task may not happen. I damn care. I'm not interested. What I'm interested is in Krishna. I have to go to Vrindavan. Because whatever I'm doing at a materialistic level here on the earth. But I'm talking of something which is far above than the Milky Way also. The nakshatras, the Swargaloka, the higher plane, the powerhouse, which is giving me the power of this life. So I know the importance of Hasta, Shravana and Rohini in my life. And whenever moon is transiting, from the Rohini, and if I don't pray to Krishna that day, मेरा झगड़ा हो जाता है घर में किसी के साथ, कलेश हो जाता है. Because that particular day, my past life is being observed by the hard drive known as Chandra. Chandra is the hard drive in your kundli that is holding your emotions and karmas. It is just like clicking on a folder that you have saved 1 year ago and trying to open and see कि उस दिन क्या किया था. आप समझ रहे हो मेरी बात को? जब आपका चंद्र आपके जन्म नक्षत्र के ग्रह के 9वें भाव में, 9th हाउस में जो नक्षत्र बैठा है एग्जैक्टली सेम डिग्री पे, जब चंद्रमा उससे गुजरेगा तो आपके पुराने हार्ड ड्राइव के फोल्डर्स पे क्लिक 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 किया जाएगा और देखा जाएगा, पुराना कर्म निकाला जाएगा सेटल करने के लिए. वो पॉजिटिव भी हो सकता है, वो नेगेटिव भी हो सकता है. और पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव है तो बहुत अच्छा है, नेगेटिव है तो you should be prepared. And how can you be prepared? By understanding the devata, by praying to Kartike and चंद्र का जो स्वामी है, चंद्र कहाँ है? चंद्र कृष्ण है, praying to Krishna. If it is Mars, if all the three nakshatras are Mars, you need to pray to Hanuman ji. If it is Shukra, you need to pray to Ma Parvati, Ma Lakshmi. If it is Sun, you have to pray to Shiva or Shri Ram. Moon, Krishna. Budh, Vishnu. Brihaspati is again Shiva. Because Shiva is the ultimate guru, Dakshina Murti. When it is Shukra, it is Ma Lakshmi, Vishnu. Again, when it is Shani, it is Ma Durga. And if these are also the co-lords like Rahu and Ketu, for Rahu, you pray to Vishnu ji and Ma Durga, Ma Chandi. And when it comes to Ketu, you are praying to Ganesha. So the planet which is associated with the nakshatra of the graha associated with your Janam nakshatra. For example, my Janam nakshatra Anuradha, Saturn. Saturn is in Hasta. Hasta is represented by moon. So moon becomes very important. जहां पर मेरे जन्म नक्षत्र का स्वामी या ग्रह एसोसिएटेड विद जन्म नक्षत्र बैठा है, क्योंकि वहां से 5 और 9 पे सेम डिग्री पे एग्जैक्टली सेम प्लैनेट का नक्षत्र ही होगा. Am I making some sense?
जी गुरु.
Your past and then your present life, you. But you know, the problem is about your future. This is your future. Future means Vishnu, Lakshmi Sthana, children. Future is always Vishnu. Because he is the operator. He is going to operate your life. He is going to create future for you. Shiva was past. You died. Shiva destroyed you. Brahma gave you a new life. And Vishnu is the operator. Shravana Nakshatra for me is my operator. Is the driver of my life. जो मेरी जिंदगी की गाड़ी चला रहा है, नक्षत्र. आपके जन्म नक्षत्र के साथ जो ग्रह जुड़ा है, जैसे मेरा शनि जुड़ा है, वहां से पंचम भाव में, वहां से 5th हाउस, exactly 5th house from there, at the same degree, whatever nakshatra you have is the driving force of your life from the Swarga Loka. You have to understand this message. You have to understand this message that it is from the Swarga Loka. This is the driving force. And when I say Shravana, Shravana, the deity is Vishnu. And I cannot complete my day without listening to Vishnu Sahasranama. Simple. I cannot start a class without saying Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. I cannot. I cannot start a recording before saying Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. Please understand. Because जो मैं अभी बोल रहा हूं, whatever I am speaking, it is not me. It is the energy of Vishnu ji who is speaking within me and giving you these lectures. It is not me. Because the lecture started with Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. Lecture is going to end with Vishnu, Vishnu, Vishnu. I am not capable to give you this knowledge. I don't have strength to give you this knowledge. For these 40-45 minutes, it is the Vishnu Ji's blessings that make me speak what I am speaking right now. It is completely because he's operating Shravana, Vishnu Ji. And that was the theme of my life. During my classes, I just used to hear, श्रवण करता था मैं, सवाल पूछता ही नहीं था. I just used to shravan, sunna. Shravan nakshatra is listening. And I used to pray to Vishnu. Whenever I am facing problems, when it comes to my profession, because profession is in the hand of, is again in the hands of the fifth, again the fifth from your Janam Nakshatra, because I just said it is a driver of your life. Did you understand that? You should know when I'm saying what is the meaning of a driver. Something that is going to drive your life from the heavens. When I say drive, it also means someone who is operating for you 24/7 without you being even known. And that operation is only visible to you. See, it is happening every single day, every single minute. But that operation is only visible to you when moon transits in Shravana. Because moon is showing you the light, the night light. Behind the scenes, the fifth house nakshatra from your Janam Nakshatra planet is always working 24/7, 365 days. He's driving for you silently. See, if you're sitting in a plane, it doesn't mean that you can see the pilot all your journey. He's in a cockpit, he's locked. You can't see him that he's driving. But you can only see him when the pilot comes out for a washroom. Or maybe he comes out to give you a small statement. Even at that time, the plane is flying in the auto mode. It's on the autopilot. But he can come out, he goes to the washroom, or you can see, oh, he's a pilot. Oh, no, he just came out, he just said you hi. That is the time when moon is transiting in the Shravana in my Kundli. It shows me कि आपके कर्म कैसे होने चाहिए. The driving is being shown to me. मुझे उस दिन कुछ भी हो जाए, मैं मतलब 29 दिन भूल जाऊं विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम, लेकिन जिस दिन चंद्र श्रवण में है उस दिन तो नहीं भूलना चाहिए. ठीक है, मैं नहीं करता, 25 दिन नहीं करता, मुझे टाइम नहीं मिला, लेकिन जिस दिन श्रवण नक्षत्र है मुझे उस दिन ही 7 बार, 5 बार, 8 बार, 10 बार कर लेना चाहिए. आप समझ रहे हो कि आपको अपने जीवन को आसान कैसे करना है. क्योंकि यहां से जो आप रेमेडी ले रहे हो, the remedy that you're taking from this particular nakshatra is coming from the ultimate source, from the powerhouse. Yes, no? Can you relate to this thing? And Saturn being in the Hasta is also giving me a message. Hasta is associated by hands. by writing skills. Hasta is an architect. He is Vishwakarma. He is again moon. I keep on writing. I keep on making horoscopes, keep on writing articles, books. And Hasta is also smiling and laughing and cracking jokes. I do that as well. Most of the time, I make fun of myself. And then at times, there's little bit chance where I see that somebody is not hurt, and then I make fun there as well. You see, this is my past, present, and future. This is Rohini, is my past generations. My present is Hasta, my future is Shravana. From the nature of the nakshatra, you will understand that what is going to be the theme of your life. Vishnuji is the theme of life because the Devata associated with the nakshatra at 10 degrees and 34 minutes, I have Shravana nakshatra. And the Devata associated with Shravana is Vishnuji. So that is why Vishnuji is the driving force of my life, the Devata. We are looking here is the Devata, not the planet. We are looking here as the Nakshatra Devata. I'm not talking about the planet here. Here also there's no planet sitting in the Vrishabha, but I'm talking of the Rohini Nakshatra. When I said Rohini Nakshatra, I'm talking about the Prajapati. Talking about the Prajapati, Murugan, Kartike, Ma Saraswati. Can you do it for yourself and see that who is the driver of your life from heavens? Which Devata? Is it Shiva? It is Varuna Devata? Or it is one of the 12 Adityas? Is it Agni Devata? Which Devata? Start praying to that Devata. Start doing mantras of that Devata. Start doing stotrams of those Devatas. Your life will become meaningful. And observe what happens to that particular day when moon is transiting in Hasta, in Shravana, and in Rohini for me. For you, you decide your nakshatras. Similarly, we have to move to the 4th house and find out at the exact same degree, 10 degree and 34 minutes, which is the nakshatra available in the 4th house from the Saturn. So which will be here? Come on, tell me. In the Sagittarius at 10 degree 34 minutes, do we have Magha?
Mula.
Mula. Magha is in the Leo. It is Mula. So the planets, the Shakti, the characteristics associated with Mula will give me Shuddhi in my life. Do you understand? Exactly in the 7th house from the Saturn, at 10 degree and 34 minutes, which is the nakshatra? Come on. Pisces में 10 डिग्री 34 मिनट पे कौन सा नक्षत्र है?
उत्तर
उत्तर भाद्रपदा।
उत्तर भाद्रपद
उत्तर भाद्रपदा. So Uttara Bhadrapada, once I understand the Uttar Bhadrapada and I start praying to the devatas associated with Uttar Bhadrapada, this is going to give me vriddhi, expansion. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आती थी कभी कभी कि जब भी चंद्रमा उत्तर भाद्रपदा में होता है तो मुझे फाइनेंशियल गेन्स कैसे हो रहे हैं, और अगर नहीं हो रहे हैं तो मुझे उसके लिए कुछ करना पड़ेगा, मतलब उस देवता की आराधना करनी पड़ेगी. जैसे ही चंद्रमा उत्तर भाद्रपदा में जाता था, आई यूज्ड टू हैव गेन्स. इनफैक्ट वो पूर्व भाद्रपदा से शुरू हो जाते थे, पहुंचने से पहले ही. तो पूर्व भाद्रपदा उत्तर भाद्रपदा गिविंग मी लॉट ऑफ वृद्धि. The devatas associated with them, the energy associated with them, the nakshatra bija mantras, which I will teach you in this entire journey of nakshatras. You will learn devatas, pujas, mantra, rudraksh associated with these particular nakshatras. Rudraksh vidya, the form of Ganpati associated with these nakshatras. There are 32 forms of Ganpati. And at 10 degree, 34 minutes in my 10th house will give me Siddhi. So which nakshatra is there at 10 degree and 34 minutes here? In the Adra. So Adra means Shiva. You see, it's Shiva. It's Shiva. Yes, Surya Namaskar is fine. And do Aditya Hridaya Stotra, which I'll tell you when you cover the nakshatras. Will tell you the prayers that you are supposed to do. I cannot cover the prayers and the mantras of all 27. I'm just preparing you for this journey of nakshatras so that on your notice board, on your important notes, you can keep these nakshatras in hand, right? So for me, what all nakshatras will you keep in hand for me? Come on, tell me. So you will keep in hand for me is obviously Hasta, Shravana and Rohini, which is 159. And you will also keep in handy for me is Mula, then Uttar Bhadrapada and Adra. And I have to observe the transit of moon in these nakshatras. जहां पर मैं गलती कर रहा हूँ अपने जीवन में, मुझे इस पर्टिकुलर दिन में जब चंद्रमा इसमें गोचर कर रहा है, मुझे आई विल बी रिवॉर्डेड और पनिश्ड. सिंपल. It is not about good or bad nakshatra. It is about the most important nakshatra. You know, people will say, oh, this is my Shema nakshatra also in Navtara. This is my Vipat nakshatra also in the Navtara. How can be this very? Even a Vipat nakshatra can be important, no? Which I'll teach you what is Shema, which is Vipat in the Navtara system. What I'm talking here is the most important nakshatra. That's the key. Yes. I hope the lecture is absolutely crystal clear to you. Yes, no, maybe?
Totally clear, Guru.
So I want you to do this homework before you come to the next class. because tomorrow we'll have more early morning. After my meditation, I'm more energized. So more energy will be there at early in the morning. You see, evening classes, I'm little tired. Morning classes, though, crystal clear, to the point, and this is the kripa of meditation and yoga that you do. All the pranas are in sync. All the prana vayus are in sync. Now you do this homework. At least make a list. At least have a curiosity in your mind that let me see what happens when moon is transiting in these nakshatras. Let me see. At least you observe that day. Nothing happens, nothing good, nothing bad, fine. Wait for the another month. And the another month. And the another month. And the another month. You'll understand the theme of your life. You'll understand that what is in there in the powerhouse on the top, what message is coming from there. And then you plan your karma's life accordingly. This is the real meaning of Jyotisha. This is the real guidance of the Jyotisha. Ji Sudhanshu ji.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Only question is Guruji, like जैसे आपने अपनी कुंडली से बताया, so what do we do with Hasta जो हमारे लगन में आ रहा है, because your Saturn was in Hasta.
Yeah.
What does that nakshatra represent? Do we focus on that also, and do, so then for what?
See, that is me. That is my quality. That is me. So when I focus on myself is that I write whenever I have to say Ram Ram or Om Namah Shivaya, I'll write. I'll make yantras. I'll write down Ram 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 Ram. If it is Shravana in the Lagna for me, then I listen to Ram 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 all the time. You understand? So when you understand the nakshatras, you will understand what you are supposed to do with that particular nakshatra. Because every nakshatra has their own characteristics, own tattvas, own shakti. हर नक्षत्र के साथ एक शक्ति जुड़ी है, एक देवता जुड़ा है, एक तत्व जुड़ा है, एक क्वालिटी जुड़ी है, एक कैरेक्टर जुड़ा है, एक वर्ण जुड़ा है, एक प्लैनेट जुड़ा है, एक बर्ड पक्षी जुड़ा हुआ है, एक जानवर जुड़ा हुआ है. So you need to take care all these things in the mind and then plan कि आपको क्या करना है. For an example, for my Shuddhi, the nakshatra is Mula. Mula belongs to Ketu. So the first thing that I did to get purity in my life is to bring a dog at home. I bought a dog at home. The day I bought dog at home, my heart was clear. So when you will understand these nakshatras, you will understand so many things that are happening automatically with you. And if you do Hare Krishna 16 rounds, आपको दिमाग भी नहीं लगाना पड़ेगा, आपके साथ ऑटोमेटिकली ये चीजें होंगी. ऑटोमेटिकली ये चीजें होंगी. ऑटोमेटिकली डॉग आपके घर में आ जाएगा. ऑटोमेटिकली आप विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम आप स्क्रॉल कर रहे होंगे मोबाइल पे, विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम आएगा, आप सुनने लग जाएंगे ऑटोमेटिकली. आपके मन में भी नहीं था. ऑटोमेटिकली आप कार्तिकेय जी के बारे में पढ़ना शुरू कर देंगे. आप एक ऐसे मंदिर में चले जाएंगे जहां पे मुरुगन जी की पूजा हो रही है, कार्तिकेय जी की पूजा हो रही है. ऑटोमेटिकली आपका दोस्त ले जाएगा आपको वहां पे. Because now Krishna is taking care of your journey. I believe up to this extent. And that's my faith, that's my trust. ठीक है, आया समझ में? देखोगे अपना समझने की कोशिश करोगे? इतना मुश्किल तो नहीं है, आसान है, क्या मुश्किल है? अब शशांक जी बोल रहे हैं, व्हाई डिड यू आस्क मी डायमंड थिंग? आई वाज थिंकिंग वीनस वाज माय दारा कारक एक्सेट्रा, बट नाउ इट्स ऑल वीनस नक्षत्रस, यू नो। वो पावर हाउस वहीं से आ रहा है ना, 159 वीनस वीनस वीनस। उसको तो जान देनी है ना, उसको तो पावर हाउस में बनाना है। हाँ जी रमन जी।
हरे कृष्णा गुरुजी।
हरे कृष्णा।
गुरुजी, जैसे आपने बताया, मैंने रोटेट किया 7th हाउस को, फर्स्ट लगन बनाया, सॉरी जो प्लेनेट आपने बताया उसमें मेरा कैप्रिकॉर्न 5th हाउस में कैप्रिकॉर्न आता है, बट कैप जो मेरा डिग्री है वो है 9.17, तो 9.17 कैप्रिकॉर्न में नहीं आता, वो आता उत्तराषाढ़ा सेजिटेरियस में।
See, you are doing everything wrong. I want you to sit down on a and do it आराम से on a piece of a paper. Right? Don't calculate in your mind. You will get everything right.
जी गुरु।
Because that is the beauty of nakshatras, that once you get one planet, 159 पे same नक्षत्र का ही आएगा, जो मर्जी हो जाए।
जी जी।
Okay, do it आराम से करो. You'll get the answer.
ओके गुरु।
चलो, ठीक है। So मैं वाणी को विश्राम देता हूँ, होमवर्क करो और कल कक्षा में आओ, फिर देखते हैं।